Hey everyone, welcome to TD Aquatic on another episode. On today's episode, we'll be going to a client house to complete one of his scape. So please follow my journey. As you can see, I have packed all my gears and equipments such as rocks, all my tools, lots of driftwood, substrate, and of course a lot of super glue. All these boxes are super glued, and what you need also is just all the loose pieces there of driftwood to be added as detail. There's a lot of work to be done today, so please follow my journey. So here we are, arrived and ready to scape. Unfortunately we haven't cleaned the tank yet.
That's my bad.
We're just gonna spend some time cleaning up this tank so we can get started. So while Paul cleaning up the tank, get us ready for the scape, just going to run through what we've got here today. So we got 3 bags of substrate, probably over 20 kilo of lava rocks, a lot of loose pieces of wood, lots of super glue, and these will be the Mekong wood that we'll be using today. And yeah, good luck cleaning, Paul. Thank you. So here we are, all nice and clean. Was a big job to clean this tank, but as you can see, rescaping is possible. All it really needed just a quick clean, maybe 15-minute job for this tank, and then we're ready to go. So what we'll be doing here today is we'll probably create a concave scape. So we'll have driftwood leaning forward this way and one on the other side, creating a valley in the middle where we can add all the details, and then some maybe root structure in there as well. But that's the idea. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so as I explained earlier, we want this scape to go this way and also that way, like a triangular shape with a viewpoint somewhere in the back here. So far I have picked out a nice piece of wood, give me a concave shape and leaning forward. I support it with some big lava rocks down here, but over here, if you have a look down here, there's a big gap here that I need to cover. So I will work on that, but for now, this piece is very nice. Okay, so as you can see, we have done with this side. For now, I've got a big piece resting on the lower piece here. We fill the back rock. There's a lot of gap here, but we work on that. However, it's good enough to cover the filter for now and give it a concave shape. And then we move on to the right hand side. As you can see, I've done pretty much the same. I got a lower piece going this way and then another big piece on top and fill it with the rocks detail. So don't worry about being exposed at the moment. We work on that. Everything is resting nicely on top of each other. It's quite stable, so no glue being used yet. There's a lot of work need to be done in the middle, but we will get to that. But for now, if you have a look down here, we have added maybe 4 pieces of rocks just to hold this piece here and this piece together, and same over here as well. I'm probably trying to work this area a bit, but for now everything looking great. So what I have done at the moment is I've got 3 pieces of wood, so 1, 2 and 3, just to complement this 2 piece and connect it with this one, so we can have something going this way to give it a better perspective. I completely fill the substrate to the back, so everything will now have a level. So we've got level 1, level 2, and we'll continue to work on level 3. And in the middle, I just put in smaller crushed rock just to fill it in, like so, just to avoid the substrate from falling forward. But as you can see, so far we've got our concave structure going, connecting the front. I will work on this piece here. I think there's something missing, but we go from there. A lot of wood had been added since the last step, but what really happening in here is that I want to build up a 3rd layer. So I have this piece here just to rest so that I can add in substrate, and then complement that I have few pieces of wood going this way and the backwoods going that way, so that it can build like a mountainscape expressions. So you can see here I've got a thinner piece that I stack on top of each other just to give that impression that that's the mountain range. So if you look further, like you can see the viewpoint start to form around here, and then this one here will be our main structure. So I went a bit heavy over here to balance it out with this side. However, I'm trying to keep this side as thin as I can so that we can see the visible mountain range at the back. So overall, I've got the structure that I want. A heavier side on this side, much thinner side on this side, and this is where all the details will be. And then we've got a further perspective using this wood here. So let's go to the next step. The next step that we did was to add back the substrate on top of the wood. So as you can see, I filled it up completely all at the back, leaving room for the filter, and then I added all the sand paths here. So this is where our sand path is going to be. If you have a look at the viewpoint, we're going to have something going down like this. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do at the front, but let's smash some rocks and add it in and see what happens. What I'm particularly proud is this bit here. So you create that valley alley looking by just using one simple piece of wood. So if you look at from far away at the viewpoint, it looks like it's leading up into a smaller alley. So that's, I think that wood piece there worked really well. Everything else is fine. So we probably filled up with sand here. Check out that cave. I will emphasize that maybe with some further sand or substrate. But overall, I think the structure's there. Now it's time for the details. So as you can see here, I have smashed up some lava rocks in different sizes. So we're going to start filling up all the gaps. For example, just fill up this gap here. Just put it in randomly for now, and then we can readjust it later. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And I'm just going to continue to go around it with different size and placement, and then we can add in further details. So after adding the rocks detail, so if you have a look, I've added the rocks detail here, sprinkle a lot of smaller rocks all around in the back just to make it look a lot more natural. And then I decided that maybe the front is better with sand than substrate as anticipated, because it's highlight the detail and the shadow, especially the caves, a lot better. So over here, I don't want it to have sand all at the front, so over here I will probably add more rocks and substrate to make it a bit darker. But for now, I think it's looking really good. Sand really bringing out the scape and the shadow. The rock detail make a lot more natural now. And I will start gluing everything down, and I'll add the path. I'm still deciding how am I going to add the path though, but see how we go. So I have added the sand path, so I'm going to glue as we go, just to give it the hole that it needed. So I decided that the sand path should go this way and out, and then I'll go underneath here. So, and eventually what I'm going to do is I'll just sprinkle these rocks on top just to fine tune the sand, but as you can see, it's coming along nicely. So I'll continue to adjust the sand here, give it a bit more zigzag, and I think that will be a lot better. So I have added the sand down the path, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going through it with the super glue. As you may know, I like to use super glue on my path, and any additional detail I can just sprinkle with my hand like so, and the glue will help to hold. But it's important, or I believe, that we should glue down the path so it's a lot easier for future maintenance as well. So if we zoom out here, you can see that the path is working our way down to there, and then it come out to the front. So we can clearly see the path where it's leading us at the moment. And here we have it, guys, a completed scape that we've done today at a client house. Everything is coming along nicely. I've got the left hand side a bit more heavier than the right. However, I complement that by doing a cave at the front, and to enhance that I added the sand so we can see the cave a lot better. But to give it that natural flow, we make it dark on this side with the substrate and the path leading to the back to give it a perspective, and some rocks at the back to give it a mountain scaping looks. Overall, all the detail have been added with the smashed lava rocks, and everything is coming along nicely. I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial and this scape. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Bye.